they're refusing to give me my data. The ICO have reminded the council twice regarding my data. I've still not been given it. The courts for the fraudulent warrant, the unsigned warrants for the mental health Act warrant, the courts don't have any information on that. They said that it's because it's sensitive, they don't hold the information. Well, that doesn't make any sense because they have to keep a record of what they're signing off on. But they didn't really sign off on anything. It was false paperwork, and they've been caught with their trousers down, basically.
So, I mean, a lot of these judges, from what I understand, are activists. So they're not really. They shouldn't really be judges, but a lot of them are. They're left-wing activists.
Well, are they even judges?
Yeah, exactly. The whole thing is questionable.
Judge Davey.
Yeah,
Daly,
questionable.
Sorry, Daly, as in Arthur Daly. And he does live up to his name.
Off the Caroline's case, you all have to consider that these courts are administrative courts. They don't have a jury. The court without a jury is an administrative court. Okay?
And can I interject?
Yes, you can, go on.
Because basically, the charge is an antisocial behavioural charge. Now, they need my agreement, and they've never had my
Consent.
agreement.
Yeah,
they need my consent.
Yes.
It's an agreement, and I've never agreed.
Yeah.
So they got me into court. They threatened me with arrest if I didn't go ahead with the hearing. Unaware of my rights, I went ahead. I was coerced into that hearing. I went ahead with the hearing, and the judge said to me, "You can just plead guilty now, and you can challenge it afterwards," which is what I did, just to get it over and done with. And I did challenge it afterwards, and that's all been ignored. The court are ignoring the fact that they've denied my due process. They're ignoring the fact that they've got me into a hearing, threatened me with arrest, and made me go ahead with the hearing without any legal support. They're just completely ignoring it. But I will be going to appeal.
So you were misled. You were misled into this hearing. Right.
I was coerced into it.
Right, and you were due to have hearing today at Wandsworth.
I just want to finish up on that point. Everybody talks about Lord Halsbury 2011 law. No administrative court has any power, and no Parliament Act can be passed to legitimise it. Lord Diplock goes further, and he states it, and it's covered in Lord Halsbury's book. I read it in the library. It states that all administrative courts are illegal, and they can never be legislated into existence. That's what Lord Diplock says. So he takes whatever Lord Halsbury states that they're unlawful. He takes a step forward and says not just unlawful, they're actually illegal.
When the court said that about they don't have to have a copy of this warrant, did they say that in writing?
Yes,
or did they say
I've
that?
got that in writing.
Did anybody sign? Did anybody put their name to that?
It's an email.
Did anybody
I've got
put
an email and a letter. So I've got my investigations and I've got responses to my emails.
Yeah. Did they put a name on there? Was there a name on that email?
I have had it. Yes.
The name of an individual.
Yes.
Put their name on there. Yeah.
Yes.
As accountability.
Yes.
That they believe they can withhold your information.
The courts have been taken over by, is it HM Courts and Tribunal that have taken over the
HMCTS
courts?
have
And they
taken
don't
over.
know what they're doing. And you go to a court building
Well,
and
they
they
do know
don't
what they're
have...
doing.
Well,
I think they
I
know.
went to Uxbridge Magistrates Court to try and get these documents.
They've turned every court into an administrative court. Every court. Even
And
the
they
Supreme
didn't
Court.
They didn't even have any
It's
legal
unlawful.
people there.
They're all unlawful.
They didn't even have any legal people in the court. There was no legal people in the court.
I mean, I can't understand why they can't give you a copy of the warrant that they came and did what they did.
Well, I need the case papers that requested the warrant because I need to see the grounds, because there were no grounds to put me in hospital. It was all hearsay evidence. I didn't do anything. I hadn't had any arguments.
17 weeks in a mental hospital. Forced medicated.
Forced medicated.
Yeah.
They actually injected me. I have to take, if I don't take this medication that they prescribed to me, they will inject me again.
And do you know what they injected you with?
Yes, I've got the, I don't know the name of it off the top of my
Polyamide
head.
as well.
No, it was fluoroxetine or something.
So
like that.
you didn't give consent to be injected
No.
with anything?
No.
And did they hold you down and force it onto you?
Oh, I let them. I had to
You
let
just
them
let them
inject
do
me.
it.
They would have held me down. They would
Yeah.
have. So there was no point. So
I mean,
had
to me,
I
that's
had no choice.
it's got to be a violation of
I was
human
in there-
rights.
I was in their facility.
Without your consent, it's force.
Yeah,
And
because
they've
in the
got
Nuremberg Code, you can't be. Surely that goes against the Nuremberg Code to force. So
One of the
you.
things I learned today is that learned at this court today is that with the strikeouts application, what we need is we need evidence that they've refused, how did they refuse, what paperwork have we got to show the court, because the court cannot ignore that. That's really important.